Okay, so here's what's going on, guys. I am working on opening up this fence back here because they will go out up there and then wander down and then can't get in. And I think it's a bit of a confusion. So my thought was to open up this part of the fence. I'm not sure how much yet. Maybe one or two posts worth, maybe the whole wire for a minute, if it's convenient to roll it up and doesn't damage it. So I already started with it. This was connected here for the electricity transfer down the temp fence. And what I will say is it's going well. I went ahead and disconnected the first wire, and these are surprisingly loose. So, I mean, we're talking, it's just coming right out. And the deal is I put a lot of these posts in completely fresh, and now they are starting to dry rot into place and things like that. And I've noticed it's almost always, wherever I put the nails, it cracks. I'm not complaining. It just is what it is. But you can see the nails were here, and as you can tell, cracked there, and I went ahead and started pulling these out, just undo the wire to make it easier, because my original plan didn't work out, which was to basically just double back this way and leave it attached there. But when I went to double it back, this one came off. So keep it in mind. It's probably something I need to go back and double check on the whole fence, and whatever is super loose, either put a longer nail in it or just move it over a little bit, and or maybe consider putting some screws in it and go from there. So that's the update on the fence. Okay, I think this will work for now. Kind of got a mess going on here, but basically this wire comes from that side, and just right over there by the green trailer, see that green box back there? That's where the fencer's at, and it puts out electricity both ways. Goes through this wire, down through the ground, and transfers over to here. So this is going to be very hot. Unfortunately, this is disconnected now. I have taken all 4 wires off. There is one more wire underneath this piece of wood, and I think this wood will promote them to walk over it. However, that is the ground wire. I'm not worried about it. I don't think the goats will care too much, just because they're very curious animals, and they'll probably walk over it anyway. This wire is just hanging out. It's sort of a mess, but it doesn't look like it's touching anywhere on the fence. I sort of just doubled it back on itself when it wrapped it back in there, just to make sure it stays put, and then just kind of wrapped it till there was nothing left to wrap. So going off of that, I think this fence will work. I'm gonna go grab my tester and see if I can't figure it out. The colors are coming in so beautiful. Makes me feel like I'm racing time though. I don't know if you can see the top of that tree. I'll try to zoom in on it. Can't say my focus is great. It's always better in person. Alright, let me grab my fencer, turn the fence back on, and see what we got. Let's see if I put it back where it belongs. What do you know? Yeah, that doesn't go down there, does it? It goes in that little green bag, which I still didn't get it in there. Stay put, you. Hey, be quiet over there. Ungrateful. Let's see here. I'll get in there. Let's say that's probably good. So, yeah. And while I'm walking, I've got the water thing and the little blue bucket thing are for chickens. That'll be for more post holes coming up. And I've got a kit for that, hopefully this winter. I'm just going to keep repeating these things as I go. You know what? I'm not going to step over the wire because, you know what? If I get it wrong and it shocks me, it's not going to feel good. So, go on. What do you want? You guys doing alright? Those look okay? I feel like they might need some attention. You always need attention. Attention whore. Sometimes these start getting discolored because they're two different alloys, different metals, and they transfer electricity funny. I also got to pay attention to these. They'll pull out of the posts unexpectedly, but it's so cheap the way I got it set up. I mean, really, come on. That's just pennies on the dollar there. Okay, so I'm positive this one works. I'm not even going to mess with it. However, this one's got my curiosity, so here we go. We'll get this in the ground. Alright. Best way is to not get shocked yourself. So we're doing good. If that one works, all of them should work. I think the goats can now get into this other pen relatively easy and back out. Now I'm going to try putting some feed out there and see if they follow me through it. Now keep in mind, if I had pigs, this wouldn't even be an option. This wouldn't even be an option. They won't walk through that because they know it's an electric fence. And the deal with that is that their memory, basically, they get scarred, you know, like it's just not going to happen. So let me go ahead. I left my bucket over there, you know. Look at that. For the record, I went back in. I just didn't roll it up. That's fine though. We'll just get a little bit of feed here. My bucket, I ran a log over it on accident the other day. Sort of twanged it. I kind of bent it back into shape, but it's a little messed up. I mean, it still works. Like I said, I had to bend it. Oh, they're getting excited. They can hear it already. I'm like, man, is that feed? Is he getting feed? It's on the list of shit to buy. So, here we go. Look at him run. But they're gonna be pushing me around. Bunch of assholes. Yeah? Who's first, huh? Alright. Will they follow me through? I think so. Look at them. All they're thinking about is their belly. Let's see. No problems. Look at them go. Like, dude, where are you putting it? Where are you putting it? Where you? Oh my god. Don't push me into the fucking fence. Jeez. Alright, right here. Right here. Just something. Wow. Get it. Yeah, you. Animals. Literally. There you go. Second spot. Watch them fight over it. They're assholes. They'll push each other around. Go on. Here. Come on. Give me your collar. I'll show you where it's at. Ooh, big guy saw it. Well, now you got two to choose from. You guys can fight over it. Go to that one. Cool. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this painted one here. Like I said, she's pregnant, I'm sure. Little brown one's probably pregnant too. I'm excited to have more babies, but it's also getting close to winter. It's going to be interesting. Alright, so we're going to let this ride for a few days. See if the goats get out. The other thing I want to do is probably either get some more temp posts and get some of that going, and then that way I can go to the other side of the fence. Oh, Brian just messaged me, my brother. That way I can go to the other side of the fence and run a dummy one off into the woods. And I think that'll be advantageous in the long run, just simply because the goats have gotten out, and I'm pretty sure that's where they got out. Well, I got one chicken. To be honest, a lot of poop right here. I don't think she's spending much time in there. I almost always see her roosting right over here. For the record, I do have one heat lamp. Me and Elizabeth did acquire, and I say that loosely, it's mostly Elizabeth. We did acquire one of those temperature rated deals. If I remember right, it was like 35, 37 degrees. I don't remember. It kicks on, and then the at 45 degrees it kicks off. So basically, when the temp drops, it turns on, and it just sort of keeps everything warm. I've got, let me look. Yeah, it should be right here. This is where I've been keeping all my farm stuff. I need to organize it. It's a complete disaster still. Working on it. It's like one problem after another. Definitely not complaining. It's good problems though. I moved Tabby and Michael up here, or I should say they moved up here. I just accommodated it, and yeah, I don't know. Is this starter flip? Is it for diesels? For gasoline engines? I don't think I'll be using that on the old diesel. No problems. That goes up here. Well, don't know what I did with it. Looking for my heater for the water bucket, just to have it in hand. Make sure it's located. Oh, let's keep an eye on these guys for a second. Okay, they're able to get to the food. They naturally like coming through that fence anyway. I'm pretty curious to see if they will. I think it'll be a natural fit for them. My guess is you'll see this back here, the foliage change rapidly. And I'm hoping when I get home, they're not just crying, complaining, and bitching that they want food. So that's the goal. Well, I did a second look in here, and there it is. The whole time. After I looked in other places, you know. In case you're wondering, I don't keep anything on that because, well, there's just no point. The mice try to eat it, cats eat the mice. I'll need that for the woodworking project, for the tin that's going to go over the top of the wood that we've been splitting. Awesome. I'm just going to toss this somewhere close to the goat pen, so it's just kind of in place and ready for the winter. It's pretty durable, so good enough for now. Yep, there you go. That's the update. They seem to be doing fine. They're basically done eating the feed, so now they're kind of just, as I like to call, meandering. They sort of wander and forage and keep moving and don't really stop. And it's pretty interesting to watch. Let's be quiet for a second. He has all this to forage. Absolutely amazing. Oop, almost fell. Yeah, I like watching them forage. You know, you gotta see if they're looking healthy. He's doing pretty good. He did get banged up there a while back, between him and the older Billy fighting. But I think they're good now. He's sort of established himself, and these guys are just doing what they do. He's sort of the outcast, as you can tell. The Billy has established his dominance. No problem. I think I'll just observe the other ones. Big guy's kind of questioning the whole setup. He's looking for the wire. That's why I put that plywood down, hoping it would help motivate them. I'm going to try to see out of their view. She's making it. She's like, get out of the way, dude. There's nothing here. He's like, okay, okay. Let's see what he does. Well, he's already got his main hussy across, so it's just a matter of time. He'll make it. Here comes the, yep. He was a little naive. He was a little worried. Okay. Let's see if the baby comes through. I think she's also questioning the wire arrangement because it's been like that for so long. But they are a very curious animal. He is checking out the lady. Boy, look at those leaves up top. So amazing. Alright, I think we're good though. The main one made it across. The main male made it across. The rest will follow.